31st anniversary since 20-year-old Laurie Depies vanished from the Fox Valley. On August 19, 1992, a co-worker walked Depies to her vehicle after work at the Fox River Mall. Her vehicle was heard coming into the parking lot of her boyfriend's apartment complex on the 300 block of West Wilson Avenue in what's now Fox Crossing, but Depies never made it inside that apartment. Police found her vehicle locked with a styrofoam cup of soda on top of it. Foul play is suspected in Depies' disappearance. If you have any information on her whereabouts, you're asked to call the Wisconsin Division of Criminal Investigation. The number, you see it right there on your screen. That's 920-751-4185. When we come back, Hawaii